And we're back. So, the Japanese Grand Prix, the final race of the 1999 season, the final race of the 90s, and the final race of season 2 of the Ultimate Career Mode. Last time out in Malaysia, what was the very first Malaysia Grand Prix, we won the race, and yeah, that really serves no purpose other than just pad our stats because we already won the championship. So, yeah. There is one thing to look out for, and that is the battle for runner-up between Michael Schumacher and Eddie Irvine. So let's see how that is going to end. So let's not waste any more time, and let's get on with the show, shall we? And we are starting it in 8th. And qualifying was actually pretty tight. The top 10 wasn't even half a second from Michael Schumacher, who was also stupid close. Yeah. Okay, two-stop strategies. Two-stop strategy. It's the final race of the 90s, so let's get on with the show. The final race of the 90s, the final race of 1999, the final race of season 2 of the series. So let's try and end this one on a high note. It's one light, two lights, 3, 4, 5. Ever Officer Suzuka. Okay. Decent launch. Through Rubens we go. Can we go past Franzen? Yes, we can. We're dealing with KALLE, sure, Lucas. It goes side by side. There we go. We're up to 5th. And lost the two McLarens and the 2 Ferraris. Yeah. Of course, I also had to avenge the poor race at the Formula AS Reborn. In Formula ES Reborn. Yeah, different series, different cars, but still. That race was pretty poor. As we're tending to approach Coulthard. Still nothing. Past 130R into the Cassie triangle. And there we go. Past Coulthard. We're up to 4th. As Schumacher leads. But yeah, Japanese Grand Prix. It was the last 1999 Japanese Grand Prix. It was a lot of last things. And it was also Eddie Irvine's last race for Ferrari. Damon Hill's final ever race. If you remember, Hill wanted to finish the season at the British Grand Prix, but Eddie Jordan pretty much forced him to keep going, and he retired after 7 laps. Basically telling Eddie Jordan, "I'm done with this shit." It was also the final race for Takagi. And what? Oh yeah, it was also the final race of Stewart as Stewart, because in 2000 they'll be rebranded as Jaguar, and then we all know how well that went. Then what, Barrichello, of course, would be his last race at Stewart, because then he will move to Ferrari. Something else. Oh, and of course, this will be the last year without a United States Grand Prix, because if for 2000, if you remember, was the return of the USGP, this time at Indianapolis. But again, that's for 2000. But yeah, it was the last race for a lot of things, drivers and teams. Oh yeah, it was also the last time Williams will be sponsored by a tobacco company, because in 2000 they would later be sponsored by Compaq. And basically beat everybody to the punch in terms of getting rid of tobacco sponsorships before you know, the whole world started going, no, yeah, take them off. We can't be promoting dev sticks anymore. In the meantime, we're catching up to Häkkinen. We completely fuck up 130R into the Kasia triangle. Daring move, bit of contact with Mika. There we go, and we take 3rd place. The field though is still fucking scary though. Yeah, I'm going to risk it. As for the Japanese Grand Prix, of course, this was the actual race. As for what happened in the race, of course, this was the race that gave Häkkinen his 2nd title. And the weekend was also marred by
the car behind is only a second down on you. 1 second.
A race where Häkkinen was pretty much unchallenged, because Irvine was stuck with a spare car after crashing out in qualifying. And passing Michael Schumacher not being able to actually catch up, and Michael Schumacher not being able to catch up to Häkkinen, which of course granted the conspiracy theory, because yes, it's Ferrari, so of course conspiracy theories are to be. need to be a thing, and that is that Schumacher intentionally let Hakkinen through so that Irvine didn't win the championship before Schumacher did. Which, okay, consider this is Michael, and, well, Michael is known for doing cheap shit. Could be somewhat accurate, but who knows.
Your rear tyres look a little cold. Try to warm them up.
But at the same time, Irvine had to handle a lot of shit at Ferrari in 1999, especially after Schumacher broke his leg at Silverstone. According to himself, the moment Schumacher broke his leg, Ferrari's 1999 pretty much ended right there, and they started focusing on 2000, which meant that basically Irvine had to rely on Hakkinen screwing up that much to even a remote shot at winning the title. Of course, that's what he says. While both Todd and Montezemolo said, I don't know, the car was actually pretty good. And not Montezemolo, Ross Brawn said, I don't know, the car was actually pretty good. I guess Irvine couldn't, I guess couldn't perform when the lights were brightest. But, yeah.
You have a 1 second lead over the car behind. Be aware.
And as stated, Hakkinen became champion in 1999. But at least Ferrari managed to at least Ferrari managed to win the constructors. So it wasn't a complete disaster, especially considering that you know, last week, the previous race in Malaysia, they were both disqualified, and that would have given Hakkinen the title and McLaren the constructors with more races to spare. So at least they got that. They got that. And, well, again, we all know what it led to next year. But, yeah, as for our real-life racing, this week was the St. Petersburg races for IndyCar and NASCAR Truck Series, as well as the Race Dakota for the Xfinity and the Cup. And for the Truck Series, Lane Riggs won, and James Hinchcliffe even managed to get a top 10 finishing position. He finished 10th. And him and Franchitti actually managed to qualify in the top 10. Yeah, because Dor Franchitti also raced his first race since the crash that he had at Houston 2013, and Jimmy Johnson was the sponsor. But yeah, Lane Riggs won the race. As for IndyCar, well, Alex Palou won, so yeah, no surprises there. Oh, and also, it marked the first ever IndyCar race for Mick Schumacher, and he stacked it on lap 1 alongside Ferrucci, and he was out. Which begs the question, was Toto actually right in saying that he wasn't good enough even for Williams? Because, yeah, that's...
Great pace. Keep this focus.
Yeah, not a good look there, Mick. At least I guess I can say that he completely nuked the car like he did when he was driving at Haas. So there's that. Although, yeah, I could potentially do it at Indianapolis. Oh boy. Assuming he can actually qualify. But yeah, my tires are already getting shot. As for the Xfinity and Cup Race Dakota. The Xfinity SVG won, to nobody's surprise, and apparently there was only one Ford in the field by Nick Sanchez, and he finished, I believe, top, not even outside of top 30. He finished like 35th or something like that. Everything else was just Chevys and Toyotas. And apparently Corey Day decided to commit a bit of terrorism. But the most impressive thing was that the Cup race where Tyler Reddick went 3 in a row. The first driver to ever win the first 3 races in quick succession. To which, first and foremost, major kudos to Reddick, and of course the question of what the fuck did they put on what the fuck did 3-3-11 put on shit. Put on their cars, or at least on Reddick's car.
We believe the car ahead is running standard revs.
And also at the same time, you could have heard NASCAR officials letting out a sigh of relief, knowing that they made the right choice in keeping a playoff system with the chase instead of going for full season points. Because, yeah. And also, as much as impressive as of a feat this is very likely going to keep NASCAR and the TV networks away from any potential consideration to going back to full season points for a very, very good while. Oh, and also there was like a bonanza of lawsuits in the last couple of days. There was the JGR guy getting sued, or the former JGR guy getting sued for apparently doing some spy story stuff, basically channeling his inner Mike Coughlin. Not spy story, Spygate. Sorry, spy story is like how they call it in Italy. In the meantime, past Michael Schumacher to take the lead. Or maybe not. There we go. We actually did. And Bushmock suing, I believe, Natural Motorsports for country-related stuff. Not breach of contract, but for something else. Yes, Bushmock is still alive, and Bushmock is still alive. Apparently, I wasn't aware of that. But yeah. Yeah, Mata's just fucking dead. Oh shit. Alright, into the pits we go. And Michael follows me. Irvine doesn't. And out we go. Right in front of the Michael. I'm going to keep fuel slow for this lap as Wurz goes by.
Your car's fitted with the option tires. Just one stop to go now.
As for Formula 1 stuff, of course, thanks to Orange Man deciding it would be a good idea to attack Iran, there's a very good chance that Bahrain and Saudi Arabia might be cancelled, assuming the situation doesn't get better by the time they have to race there, which is race 4 and 5. But outside of real life stuff, or rather, oh, actually, rather than instead of real world stuff, I should say more hilarious stuff. Yeah, Aston Martin might be in serious deep shit. And how deep am I ask? Deep enough that they might not even be at Melbourne. They might not even be able to start the race because they legitimately ran out of parts, spare parts for the engines. Honda has run out of spare parts for the engines.
There are quite a few cars in the pits right now. Watch out for cars exiting the pits.
At this point, if Fernando's not gonna retire after this, I don't know what will.
We have some spare fuel. You should consider turning up the engine for a few laps. We think the car behind is running on full revs. He's trying to close the gap.
But yeah, that is it for. I mean, MotoGP happened.
Behind is a full second.
I said that the Thailand Grand Prix happened, and did I say that Aprilia might not be a challenger for the title, or rather, I did not rather. When I was talking about the possibility of Bagnaia moving over to Aprilia, one of the questions that I asked was, okay, but are Aprilia good enough to be championship contenders? And Aprilia just went and listened, probably just somebody at Aprilia listened to me and went, check this out. So, whoops. And of course also the fact that Bagnaia was nowhere near the top 5 and that Marquez had blown a tire. So, yeah, Taylor Ducati went from top of the world to just beating a bunch of donkeys.
Your rear tyres look a little cold. Try to warm them up.
Okay. Now we are good with fuel, but the problem is that, well, pretty awkward part to actually, you know, do the fuel change. Now. There we go. Okay, nice. Do it again on lap 18. So, not that far away. But today I posted the penultimate race of Formula AS, and while I think I've pretty said enough how much fun I had making that series. And I also teased a little while ago that I want to bring back Formula Fantasy, and I guess it's time to say that yes, I am indeed working on bringing it back. And this time I'm going to use the 2025 mod because, well, the Formula Fantasy mod is on F125, so it made sense to use the 2025 mod for this game. And for the record, lineups and calendar have been decided. I just need to change everything else. You know, putting the names on the changing the driver names and changing their nationalities, adding to the database.
The car behind is a second down on you. 1 second.
Okay. And there's another project that I want to do, but honestly I have zero idea on how to do it.
We think the car behind.
I mean, I have some ideas, but I simply can't get it enough to actually, you know, make it work. But right now, the main focus will be Formula Fantasy. Then when Formula ES Reborn is over. But in the meantime, Schumacher is still there. Okay. Also, as I stated plenty of times, there will be a bit of time. This will take a little bit of a break.
The car behind is only a second down on you. 1 second.
This series will take a little bit of a break until I can clear some other projects. So 2000 will not happen immediately. Which means then I can focus on the Gen 4 North American Tour. And of course, finishing up the qualifying championships for the International Tournament of Champions. Okay. Into 130R.
Your rear tyres look a little cold. Try to warm them up.
Okay, nice and easy. We have to pin in 5 laps. There comes Michael. There we go. Hey, okay. Right now, I am avenging the poor Formula ES Reborn race, and of course, tomorrow will be the final race at Abu Dhabi. So I'm good to clear 2 series I'm good to clear 2 series this week, so that's good. Here it is. Actually, I don't remember who I picked for, what team I picked for the 2000 season. The character, I'm definitely going to change. But for the team, I don't remember. Okay, hold on a minute. I have written it on the notebook, to which, by the way, I actually buy a new one because this is almost done. And hold on a minute. It's not gonna take a. This is not gonna be too long. And where is it? There it is. And we're going to race for BAR in 2000. So, yeah. Well, 2000 was actually a relatively decent year for BAR. They're way better than fucking 1999. At least they finished races more consistently. But, yeah. Honestly, I don't know if we're going to fight for the championship once again. I would love to, but who knows. But in the meantime, let's focus on finishing this season. Easy for here. There we go.
Keep the tyres warm. Keep warming the tyres.
Actually, let me check the water real quick. Yeah, they're pretty destroyed. Here's the Michael. At this point, he should have runner-up locked up. As for the constructors, well, I'm probably going to say Ferrari won it. Of course, as I said, I don't keep tabs on the constructors championship until the race is until the championship is over. So I will know it after doing the after doing all the tables. But I believe Ferrari should have this one. I mean, the George finished second and third, so I would assume that's indeed the case. Oh god, oh god, oh god, okay, there we go. Alright. Oh yeah, in the last video I did mention about random countries that random countries that ended up having a driver or never had a driver in Formula 1. Well, I did quickly check the F2 and F3 lineups for this year, and there's Nikola Tsaslov, who's Bulgarian, the first Bulgarian to race in the Formula 1 pyramid, I'm pretty sure. There's a Singaporean driver, I don't remember the name. There's Georgie in Formula 3, I believe, who's Chinese. Then what?
The pit window is open. Come in.
Oh, and the driver from Paraguay is called Joshua Drugson.
The car behind is dropping back around a half a
I got the surname right, but I didn't get the name. It's Joshua Drugson. But
Your rear tyres
yeah.
are a little cold. Try to warm them up.
Oh yeah, and AIX is going to race with a driver from fucking Sri Lanka. Yeah, yeah. Name me one random ass country, a more random ass country than Sri Lanka. I mean, you can think of like 900, all the countries in South Africa that isn't Morocco or South Africa, for that matter. But yeah, even we got a driver from goddamn Sri Lanka. Then what else? Yeah, that should be all of, at least the one that I remember. In the meantime, we have to pit this lap.
You need to pit in this lap.
Okay, nice. And there is another Thai driver in Formula 2, I believe, and it's actually a Thai driver. It's not like Alex Albon, who's got a double citizenship. But yeah, I completely forgot about all these guys. I mean, forgot. I wasn't remember. I mean, Toslov I kind of forgot, but everybody else I wasn't. I truly wasn't aware.
There's some traffic at the pit exit. Watch out as you rejoin the track.
Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention Poland, because we only had one guy from Poland, that is Robert Kubica. But yeah,
Running on the option tyre, they have the advantage.
10 laps to... No, 9 laps to go. Okay.
Okay, you have to pass him. You have to pass him.
On the inside of France and the hairpin, we are up to 4th. But overall feelings about the series, yeah, it was a lot of fun, but yeah, probably should have gone for legendary difficulty right out of the gate instead of sticking with expert difficulty and then do the championship like that. So I guess that will mean that I will do every single race for 2000 on legend difficulty. But in the meantime, 8 laps to go. Back into the lead.
Keep the tires warm. Keep warming the tires.
Okay. And of course, my focus will be Formula AS Season 2 once all drivers have signed up for that. There we go. And yeah, now I officially run out of topics to talk about. So yeah, I guess we'll try and finish the season. What are you doing? And I'm looking forward to the time Fang Nguyen finishes the 1999 mod, because this one is the one I played up until this point is the one made by Pedro 13, to which of course I will link in the description. Although fair warning, it's going to look a lot more different than the one that I've used for the series. Number one, the tires are cut. Number the tires are from the 2001 mod, always for this game, and the chassis were brand new and made by Fang 2, and those are anywhere except on the F1 Discord server, on the F1 modding community Discord server. So yeah, and of course, big shout out for Fang for making this, for remaking the car shapes, or the car chassis, so that like half of the grid are not repurposed Williams 1999 cars. There we go, another attempt blocked. There we go. Top 22. Here's the Michael.
The car behind is on standard revs. Car behind is running standard revs.
And there we go. Nice and easy. But it's still there. So this race is gonna be, I mean, it should have second place clinched at this point. Okay. Yeah, I'm yawning like crazy right now because I woke up somewhat early. I went to sleep pretty late because uploading the Path of Radiance video was pretty troublesome in the sense of it took like an eternity to actually upload. It took like up to 2.5 hours to do, and I had to reboot my modem, and that fixed the problem somewhat. I mean, it was way faster, but it wasn't by much, but it definitely wasn't like 2 fucking hours of upload. And of course I had to wake up early because I had university. Because I had university. Cool for fast lap of the race in the meantime. There's Schumacher. Nope. Not gonna go anywhere, son. I say son, but they should have been, what, already 30 by this point? Yeah, it was like, what, 25 in 1994? By this point, it should already be like 30, 29, 30. If not even older.
Keep the tyres warm. Keep warming the tyres.
Okay. Roulettes, and of course I need to see but and Hakkinen has it, so Hakkinen up to second, Schumacher down to third. As we go to lap 24. Okay, nice and easy. Yeah, again, I apologize for all the dead moments for this part of the video, but I ran out of topics to talk about, and I'm actually getting pretty tired, so I want to wrap this thing up and then go to bed. Okay. Now, one of the things that I one thing that I actually want to say is that I am planning to potentially bring back the 2004 mod, but with some changes, because I'm not gonna have the real drivers, because of course this is me, and every single one of my series needs to have a gimmick. And I'm not gonna explain what the gimmick is, so yeah. But then again, this project will take a very, very long time before I can get anywhere near starting it. So yeah, at least this is an idea that I have in my mind. Here we go. There's Mika side by side. We keep the position.
The tyres look a little cold. Try to warm them up.
Good God. Hey. Well, at least we didn't spin out. That's good. Okay. On tomorrow is gonna be in a Indie World Direct, to which I'm going to skip entirely. So don't worry. Tomorrow will be a regular video day. Here's Hakkinen. 770 to 130R. Here, let's go. We keep it on the throttle, and we are ahead. Kazi triangle. And downhill, and 2 laps to go. Here at Suzuka. Nice going. At this point, the victory is between me and Hakkinen. Finn versus Finn, even though it says on the HUD that KALLE is British. No, it's Finnish, of course. I had no idea how to edit the database. Well, I had no idea how to edit the database. The problem was that the program that I use, which is Ego database editor, didn't want to work because you needed the .NET frameworks. And the thing is, I did have the version that they were asking me, but that didn't work. And prompting a pop-up. The program, in case you don't install Net 5 framework, has a pop-up that says need Net frameworks to run. Would you go to the site? Would you go to the site and download it? And I clicked it, but nothing happened. So I'm guessing that thing is broken. Okay, final lap. And here comes Hakkinen again. There we go. Okay, the S's are done. Aim to Danger 1 and 2, and don't fuck up this time. There we go. Okay. And we're just a couple of corners from finishing at 99. There we go. Into... I'm honestly shocked that this is not a DRS zone. Did they actually make... I don't think now they have... I don't think they made a DRS zone. In the meantime, into the Kazi triangle. There we go. And into the main straight. And we are going to win the Japanese Grand Prix. And Schumacher should have gotten second place in the standings, even though he just got overtaken by Irvine.
Fantastic race. Congratulations on the win. 25 points.
And so we win the Japanese Grand Prix. We end the season in style. Second is Mika Hakkinen, third is Eddie Irvine, and then it's Michael Schumacher, Hill, Kufa, Zanardi, Lucas Frentzen, and Barrichello rounding up the top 10. So both stewards in the points. No lapped cars, and because of that, and no DNFs as well. So Marc Genet, congratulations, you win the last car of the 1999 season. And now, time for the thumbnail, the standings, and the final conclusions. So, see you in a bit, folks. And thus, here are the final results of the 1999 season. We are the champions for 1999, our second win in the series. Second is Michael Schumacher. He wins the battle for runner-up. Eddie Irvine is in third. David Coulthard is in fourth. Mika Häkkinen is in fifth. Hill 6th, Frentzen 7th, Lucas in 8th, Zanardi 9th, Barrichello 10th, and then of course Fisichella, Wurz, Alesi, Dinitz, Trulli, Takagi, and Panis rounding up the point scorers. As for the constructors, which I'm going to have on the same table, Ferrari are indeed the constructors champions, so they replicate what they did in real life. Stewart amazingly enough finished second. Third are McLaren. Fourth is Jordan, fifth is Williams, then is Benetton, Sauber, Prost, and Arrows, the last of the point scorers, which means that BAR and Minardi failed to score a single point the entire year. But yeah, that was the 1999 season, and I have no idea when I'm going to start. Well, I kind of have an idea when I'm going to start 2000, and then is after I'm done with the Gen 4 North American tour. So yeah, it's going to be a little while before we start that one. But I already told which team we're going to drive for. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen. Yeah, I got nothing else to say other than this has been it for this video and for this series. If you liked it, give it a like. If you see more content like this, hit subscribe and click on the notification bell so you get the next video drops. Of course, link to download the mod will be in the description. As for everything else, the tires and the actual car models, you have to search it yourselves by going at the F1 modding community Discord server. But yeah, and there's nothing else to say other than see you next video, everybody. This Alpha signing out.